How's it going? So this is part 3 of my 14 kilowatt 72 volt Razor MX650 build. When we left off last time, I was missing the bolts to install these brakes here, but I actually found some in my shop. I had an extra set from, I think, another set of brakes from a while back, but they fit perfectly, so I got this mounted up. I got the front brake on. I've got the battery kind of strapped down how I want it. Fits in there, just fits in there in the battery pen. I've got my DC to DC converter sort of zip tied up top right there. I mean, right now the only accessory I have is the headlight. So I'm gonna run the headlight off that DC to DC converter. I had to move this voltmeter kind of off to the side a little bit because it wouldn't fit with this brake, but I think that's gonna be fine. So let's start wiring things up, I guess. I think that's where we're at now. Alright, so you can see this tank fits on there fine with the DC to DC converter. It doesn't get in the way at all. So one thing I'm going to do here is kind of drill out this piece right here, because this is where I'm going to stick the key. The ignition switch is going to go right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure, I guess I can just take off the mount that my FewMoto B1 was using, and then I can place it over here and just trace it out. I'm not sure how I'm going to cut it, but I'll figure that out. Another thing here is, you see I've got one super long wire here. This is for the yellow one, the phase wire, because it was too short. It wouldn't reach all the way up in here where the controller is going to be. With the kit, they gave me extensions, so I just had to use the extension for just this yellow one. The rest are going to be fine, the green and blue. Another thing I have to do is I need to cut this off and wire it up to the one on my controller. Cool thing is, I mean, it's just phase wires. You have blue, green, yellow, and then you have a positive and negative. Let's see, how many wires do you have here? You have 6. You have a white. I wonder if I have that on my controller. Let me see here. So the controller just has 5. It has blue, green, yellow. Damn it, so where's that white one supposed to go? Son of a... So it's the hall sensors. That one has 6 and this one has just 5. There's this white one right here that's just kind of loosey-goosey. I don't have a fucking clue what that's for. I mean, it kind of looks like it's near the rest of them here. I don't know. Maybe we can leave it out. I mean, I'm just going to try it. If then I'll try clicking this white one up to that white one over there. But yeah, I'll have to cut this too. I'm going to use one of these sort of connectors. Not one of these, but I can just put like 5. I can connect 5 of these together. Or 6, I guess. It's going to be pretty big, but that's what I got. So just to show you what I'm talking about, you have these things. I mean, they're pretty convenient. You just snap them open. You can pretty much connect anything. They're not a quick disconnect, but I mean, they're still pretty convenient. So I took a little time to clean up the wiring on this far driver controller. If you're curious about the version or the model, here it is. But yeah, it was a total mess before. So I just took everything that I didn't need. I just wrapped it up together just to get out of the way. So I got the hall sensors here. I'm pretty sure this extra white wire is a temperature sensor. So I just got the Bluetooth dongle right here for the controller application. This is a 3-mode switch. This one is the throttle. This is still kind of a mess here, but I'm going to clean it up after I hook everything up because I got to make sure the power works. So basically, this connects to the ignition, and then I've got some power split off. One is going to the controller, and then I have one set going to the voltage meter and another set going to the DC to DC converter. For the light, that'll be these. And then here I got my ignition, and then this just connects to this red wire here to pull power out of the battery. So this is much better than it was. It's not perfect, obviously, but it's way more organized than it was. It's going to make things simple to wire once I get going with that. I forgot I needed to put a new connector on the hall wire, so I just did that. So I'm pretty sure this white one, like I said, is a temperature, and I got negative, positive, and then the hall sensors here. So that should work fine. So I actually had to throw the extenders on all the hall wires here because the only place the controller can fit is kind of like up front here, and they're just a little too short. So now I'm going to have all this extra wire I got to stuff in somewhere, but I'll try to keep things as organized as possible. I'm going to have to move this strap all the way to the back right here because the controller is going to go right here, and then I have to strap that down. Yeah, I'm going to get all this done, get this moved back, and then get the controller strapped in. Actually, I might wire it first and then strap it in, but I'll just move this back, and then we'll start wiring. Alright, got the light mounted on there. I think it looks pretty badass. What do you guys think? Now, I don't think I'm going to run a front fender because there's no way to put that fender on with these forks, but I think it looks better without a fender anyways. And I'm not going to be riding this in the rain, so there's really no need for it. I won't be going off-road with street tires, so yeah, I'm not going to run a front fender. I did order a new number plate. That one's not going to fit on there, but just to hide the wires and stuff like that. So that's coming. All right, starting to come together now. So I guess it's time to start wiring. Oh yeah, I need to do this piece right here. I need to cut all these and strip them out, get ready to put in that connector. So that'll be step one there. So this is the cable for the light here. So it comes with a built-in fuse, so that's cool. So it's just negative and positive. Pretty simple. So on this DC to DC converter, you got, these are power ins, this is power out. It's pretty simple. I'm just going to hook these up directly to here because I'm only running the light off the DC to DC converter for now. If I change that in the future, I can always just add a splitter. The power that's coming into the DC to DC converter is going to be run off a switch, off the ignition. So the lights will only have power if the ignition's turned on. So yeah, I guess I'll get this wired up here really quick, connected to the light switch. All right, so the light's all wired up now. I'll tape this after I test it and, you know, do some wire management and stuff with some zip ties when I'm all done. But yeah, that piece is all done now. So that should work now when the ignition's on. Okay, well I had everything wired up, not the hall wires, but I just wanted to see if all the electrical stuff was working. You know, I wired everything up exactly the way it was before, and I hit the ignition switch and it just exploded in my hand. So I got something wrong there. I think I just have too much going on. This wiring harness is going in the trash. So I posted a message on one of the Facebook groups about wiring harnesses, but if anyone knows where to get a wiring harness for the far driver controller, this is the ND72450, and if there's anyone who makes the kit, I mean a wiring harness, you know, especially for the Socian motor, that'd be awesome. But that's going to do it for this one, I guess. I'm going to have to figure out this wiring harness thing before I can really go any further. I was looking into maybe buying a new controller. I looked at Electron Co. They got like this noisy cricket thing. I don't know if it's compatible with the Socian motor because it wasn't listed on their list of motors, so I didn't get it. So I think I'll just stick with this. But I just really need a wiring harness. And a harness, you know, to keep in mind that I need to connect it to the 12-volt reducer, you know, and I got like a headlight and stuff I'm going to be running. But yeah, let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.